Did you know that you can stop depression in 7 seconds? Yes. Just in 7 simple seconds, you can stop depression altogether. And today, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Good morning. Did you know that you can stop depression in 7 seconds? Yes. Just in 7 simple seconds, you can stop depression altogether. And it's very easy. You don't have to do much. And today, I'm going to teach you how to do that. And it all has to do with your eyes. Those pretty beautiful eyes that are called the windows to the soul are also the control system for your emotions and your thoughts. Have you ever realized that when people are crying or they're sad, they look down? And that is something which the brain always associates with sadness. You cannot feel sad and you cannot cry if you look up. Let's do a little experiment together. Think of the worst possible thing in life which makes you feel sad or which can make you feel sad. If you're a lucky one, a very blessed one who has never had anything which is so bad that it can make you feel depressed, imagine a scenario like losing a loved one or someone that you really, really care for getting upset with you. Now, look down and think about it. And naturally, you will start feeling depressed. You might even get tearful thinking about it. Now, we will try the very same thing looking up. So we're thinking of a depressive thought, something which makes us feel really, really sad, something which wrenches your heart, but do it looking up. So look up and think about it. And you'll be surprised to realize that you cannot feel depressed, you cannot feel sad, you cannot cry when you're looking up. And it is so very natural and such a commonly observed phenomenon that whenever we have someone crying, like a kid is crying, you always go and you lift their face up and that makes them stop crying. And when you're consoling someone, you lift their face up. You never ever console someone by pushing their head down, because we all instinctively know that it is impossible to cry or feel sad when you're looking up. So now here's the MK technique to stop depression in 7 seconds. If you have a depressive thought, I would like you to try looking up and count to 7. That would be approximately 7 seconds. Whenever you're feeling depressed, you're in a low mood and you feel like crying or you are crying, just look up and count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your depression would disappear. And you can try it out with your friends, you can try with family, you can try yourself, you can induce a fake depression and see how effective the technique is. Now, this is a quick fix. This is one of the easiest and most effective techniques to stop depression in 7 seconds. But do not get me wrong. This does not cure depression. If you're going through a depressive experience in life, or if you are suffering from a disease of depression, you would need more than just these 7 seconds to keep depression at bay for a longer time or to reduce it in the long run. Do go for the cognitive behavioral therapies and, if indicated, take the medication. But the quick fix is going to get you out of that acute phase of depression, that sudden depression that grips you and that takes you down the road of despair. You can stop that from happening. You can stop sliding down the slippery slope by looking up for just 7 seconds. So let's talk about the science between your eye movements and your emotions. We all know that the eyes are connected to the brain. So at the back of the eyes, there are nerves which connect it to the brain. But very few people realize that our eye movements are also connected to the emotions. Let me tell you a secret. Whenever you are in a feeling, a strong feeling, you would tend to look down and right. So whenever the eye movement is down and right, you are exploring your feelings and emotions. And that's where all the sadness comes in, that's where all the crying and depression comes in. When you are in an analytical mind and you're trying to analyze things and you're trying to have an internal dialogue, you look down and left. Try to think of it next time. Whenever you're thinking and analyzing and having a dialogue with yourself, you would be looking down and left. And these eye movements, they steer your mind and emotions. And it's very important that the mind has been adopted to these eye movements, and you can control your eye movements to control your mind. Now, we've done the down and right, and we've done the down and left. There are 4 more movements of the eyes left, which are looking straight to the right and straight to the left, and looking up and right and looking up and left. So let's see what happens when we do that. Let's talk about our eye movements to the side, the right and the left. Very easy to understand. What's on the right? The right ear. What's on the left ear. So whenever your eyes are moving either to the right or the left, they have something to do with the hearing. When you're looking to the right, that is when you are constructing the auditory stimuli, the voices, the sounds, like a poem or a tune or a song. And also, when people tend to lie or make up things and imagine things, they look to the right. When you look to the left, you're trying to remember things, a tune, a song, a poem, or a memory. And this is associated with your hearing. But the most important part is looking up. And that's where our stopping depression in 7 seconds comes in. So next, we're going to talk about what happens when you look up to the right or you look up to the left. Let's talk about what happens when we look up. We already discussed that looking down is emotions, looking sideways is about hearing and trying to recall voices or sounds. Looking up is all about the eyes. Looking up to the right is imaginative. You are imagining things, you are imagining a vision, planning for the future, or you might be constructing something like a lie or a story. And that's all about your visual stimulation looking up to the right. When you're looking up to the left, you're not imagining something for the present and future, you're trying to recall images from the past. So it's like going back into your camera phone and looking into the images from the past. I hope you enjoyed the talk today. I encourage you to share it with everyone, because depression is something we are all at risk of and we're all prone to it. At Killing Cancer Kindly, we strongly believe in the link between the mind and the body. And the link between depression and eye movements is one of the strongest factors. It shows that how much the mind and the body are interconnected. Not to forget, depression is a risk factor for health, and it can increase the risk of cancer. On the other hand, having cancer can increase the risk of depression. So it's a catch-22 situation in which we have to take this factor of depression out. Once again, I would like to request you to join us on Killing Cancer Kindly, the global mission to stay younger, live longer, prevent disease and promote health by killing cancer and by killing it kindly. Thank you very much.